Morning. It's 7:42 a.m. on Tuesday, the 17th of February. Going to pick up my mom and my oldest sister, going to her ortho appointment for her collarbone. I'm not sure what they're checking today. Maybe they'll do another x-ray. And then after that, actually the first appointment is for stroke prevention, and then the next appointment is for ortho for her collarbone. So yeah, we'll see what's going on. We'll see. It's going to be a bit of a long day because I have also a appointment at 2 o'clock for my annual mammogram. So that should be fun. Can't wait to get home, and I'm not even left yet. That's kind of how my days go. As I'm leaving, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get home. That's when you know you have a really nice home. Like, comfortable, I mean. Definitely gonna have to get my brakes done because they are screaming. Yeah, I knew that was gonna start happening, so before they fail on me. I also would not be driving if my back brakes weren't recently done, because then I would be like driving like a shit show. Oh, that's some really high hair there. Wow. I wonder if when I get older, if it's going to get higher or lower, my bun. What the hell? I don't know. Am I going to be one of those crazy ladies? Maybe. I guess we'll see. Guess we'll see. I made banana bread. Oh yeah, I showed you. So I'm taking the whole loaf. I had 2 small pieces, and I'm taking the whole loaf over to my mom's. Why, you say? Because I will eat the whole thing. That's why. That is why. The whole thing. Yeah. I gotta call Carla. Wow, the sun is beautiful. Let's get through this day, shall we? We're gonna get through this day happy, healthy, strong, peaceful. Yes, ma'am.
Because I fell right sideways. Oh, yeah.
And has these fainting spells happened before?
No.
This is the first time
Oh,
ever.
the fainting? Yeah, I fainted before.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. And what were you feeling when you, like, did you have any indication that you're about to pass out, or?
Yeah, I don't know, it was a weird feeling.
A little dizzy, right?
She also had a flu.
Yes,
So-
there's a few factors.
Yeah.
Okay.
And was very, very weak.
Huh?
Right? You were weak
A bit
from the
dehydrated,
flu.
had a flu.
Hi. It's 1:45. Leaving my mom's now. I'm on my way to my mammogram appointment. And then to pick up her new prescription, because they're starting her on a very low dose cholesterol medication, because apparently she has, when they did the CT scan, they saw that in the back of her brain she has some, I don't want to say corroded arteries, because I don't think that's the word for it, but there's plaque buildup, cholesterol plaque buildup in her arteries that lead to her brain, which could cause a stroke. So she'll be starting cholesterol medication, a very, very low dose, to prevent any more cholesterol from building up in her vessels, which I think is the best thing. My sister doesn't think that's a good idea, because cholesterol medication is very controversial, which I understand. Absolutely, I do understand. But as far as what's good for my mom is the benefits outweigh the risks of certain side effects right now. The only way to know if the side effects are going to bother her is if she starts it. So she'll be starting that tomorrow. That's that. And her shoulder is healing really, really nicely. They don't believe that she's had a stroke at all thus far. So that's very good news. It's all been very, very good news today, honestly. Her shoulder's healing, her collarbone, everything's going really, really well. We have another appointment on Friday. I'm going to be sitting with my mom, even though this doctor, he's a stroke doctor. He's a stroke prevention doctor. So he's told us that he doesn't think she's ever had a stroke. He thinks she's smart. She's in great condition. She eats really well. She exercises a lot. She walks every day. My mom's way more active than I am. So he was really impressed with her. And he said that he doesn't feel like she needs to have somebody there 24/7 anymore, which is a huge relief for everybody. But I'm still going to go over as much as I probably have been to sit with her for at least an hour or so every day or every 2 days. Just, to be sure everything's okay, make dinners for her, stuff like that. And everything's going good, you guys. So I think a lot of it is because my mom is in such great condition, especially for her age, but it's also because I believe that power of prayer or suggestion or thought, whatever you want to call it, I do believe that that had something to do with it. I absolutely do. So thank you so much. I'm very, very appreciative, and I'll be forever grateful. Honestly, I am forever grateful, because I feel like the people that sat and prayed, even gave it a positive thought, you cared enough. And I think that that made a huge difference. So thank you. Times a million. He also said that he thought that the reason that she passed out is because of the flu that she had. I said, yeah, I thought so. And I did think so. I think when you have a flu and you're that age, my mom hadn't been eating for a couple days because she wasn't hungry. She was kind of nauseated. That flu hit her hard this time. And the older that you get, the more at risk you are to have complications like this. Seriously, this is what they talk about with flus and stuff, like get your flu shot because blah, blah, blah. It's the truth, man. It's the truth. Which one do I go to? Thanks, Guy. Go. Go. Okay, mammogram done. Now I have to go to Linen Drugs and pick up my prescriptions and my mom's. And then that's it. And then I get to go home and do nothing. And that's what makes me happy. So, well, not doing nothing, but my home makes me very happy. I have to say, for the last, I don't know how many years, I loved going home, but there was always an argument that I'd be going home to. That's what it felt like. So I need to get some water on there. My left boob got squished and kind of hurt. It's all goody in the hoodie. It's kind of weird because she never asked me that before. Have you ever been called back, Lana? I'm like, no. So I don't know why she said that. It kind of scares me. Of course, it's my left boob that got hurt before when they used the old machine. But yeah. I was wearing deodorant. They tell you not to wear deodorant in those appointments, and I completely forgot this morning and put deodorant on. It is the non-aluminum one. I don't know if that really makes a difference. I doubt it. But so we had to wipe that off and do it again. Hopefully everything's fine.
Where are you going, Guy? Okay. Thank you.
Dumbass. It's okay, it's okay. Stop, Lana. Take that back. Don't call a stranger a dumbass. How do you know if he's a dumbass? Maybe it's just because, you know, he just drove. Anyway, stop talking. It's all good. All goody in the hoodie. I'm always so scared when I get those done because you guys know my sister Maria had breast cancer, and she ultimately passed away from misdiagnosed breast cancer. There's my car, a Porsche Macan, I think it's called Macan. What you doing, fella? I'm not parking there. Nope, I'm not. Yes, I don't want to look at it. You're crazy. Thank you. Hopefully nobody's trying to take it. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, man.
Prescriptions, and I think that's it. You come in with me? God, now I'm going to worry for 2 weeks about the mammogram thing because she asked me that question. Why did she ask me that? I'm so paranoid, sorry. I wonder when I stopped winning on Scratch and Wins. Normally, if I buy a $5 Scratch and Win, I usually buy 2. And I usually win just little bits, you know, like nothing major, but I used to win like $20, $50, $20, and I just like keep winning until I try to walk away from, you know, at least breaking even. I ended up losing. I've lost on every Scratch and Win that I bought. I've lost. Like every single one for the last, God, it's been probably bought in total maybe 7 and lost every single time. What's up with that? Usually I win. 20, 50, 20, that kind of thing. I don't have my luck anymore? What happened? One time in Washington State, I bought a $5 scratch, and I used to buy from, the store was called Tops, I think it was called Tops, maybe it was something else. Yeah, it's a little ghetto grocery store in Washington. I bought a $5 scratch and I won $5,000. Yeah, it was great. What did I do with that money, you ask? I gave it to my ex, who paid some bills, but I don't know what he did with the rest of it. Interesting, huh? Yep. That's what I do. 2:30. It's 2:30. Glad the mammogram's done. Check, because I check shit off as I go. And the older you get, the more appointments you have. Sucks. Really sucks. But I think my mom is quite grateful for how the doctor was today. He was good. Like I said, my sister is not happy with my mom being on an anti-cholesterol medication, but it will be okay. Because it's about prevention now, and we don't have time to go to a holistic doctor. There's no time to do that shit. You know what I mean? So I'm sure there's probably a way, and we will talk to her about, don't use margarine, don't use this, do this, don't do that. But my mom's not going to give up certain things. Like, she loves coffee. She doesn't eat a lot of sugar. The only thing that has sugar in it that she has is chocolate, and it's usually dark chocolate, which is the most healthy. Like, there's no reason for her to change a whole lot. The only thing that she eats that I know isn't good for her is margarine, and she uses that, but there's really nothing else that she does that is unhealthy. She's extremely clean. Like, clean eating, clean health, everything. I'm very grateful she is the person she is, and how she lives, man. Like, seriously. I took that whole loaf of banana bread over to my mom's because I don't want it at my place. Successful day, I would say. Thank you, universe, for giving me this beautiful, successful day where we heard nothing but good things about my mom and her health right now. It is what it is. We're lucky that she got the CT scan when this happened, and now we can prevent stuff. We haven't seen the doctor, the heart doctor yet, about the what is it called? I guess she has a aortic ulcer. I'm not sure how common that is, but we will see. That's one of the next appointments. Plus, they're doing another CT scan just to follow up from the one that was done in January. Regardless, we're so blessed again. Like, seriously blessed. Fuck. Okay. Yep. Very, very blessed. Very blessed, and really happy with the results. I was so scared. I've been so scared, and I am so scared, and I'll be less scared when we have a plan, But after the weekend, I need to go put deodorant on because I feel like my deodorant is failing. But I'm glad that that I said something. I was like, oh, I think my deodorant's failing. She goes, are you wearing deodorant? I said, yeah. She goes, so you shouldn't be, not for the scan. So gratefully, my deodorant failed. But I think it's because I've been using antibacterial soap, and I should stop doing that. Seriously, I should. Yeah, not good for the underarms, that's for sure. It changes your microbiome. That's what Rose told me. Changes your microbiome and it breeds bacteria. And that's where the smell comes from.
Just so you know.
Now I know. I'm almost home. I'm happy to be home. I've seen so many of my old little Mazda. My Mazda 3. So many. I would have bought another one, but I'm glad that I bought what I bought. I like being taller. My Mazda was too low. People were always honking at me in that car, and I don't quite know why. Like, was I a bad driver in that car? I feel optimistic. I feel very optimistic. Tony will be really happy about the news about my mom's appointment. She'll be very happy. And I'm gonna have some chocolates before I go in. It's the 17th today, so I can't take out the garbage. I can't sweep the floor. I can't take out the garbage. I can't do any of that stuff because it's the Chinese New Year. And they say if you take the garbage out or you sweep, you're sweeping or taking out your fortune. So I'm not doing that. I did, however, buy a lottery ticket today, and we will see. We will see, because I really need to win. I need to win. I'm gonna win. That's what I got for my sinuses. We'll see how it does. Hello, my friends. It's 11 a.m. on Wednesday.
The 11 a.m. Wednesday, the February the
18th. Yes, the 18th. Going to my mom's. We're going to continue to sit with my mom this whole week and weekend. And then after that, it will just be visits. I'm a little scared, but I think it's okay. My no sugar chocolate. Mint patties or peppermint patties.
I love them.
Weird. If a woman sits in her car for longer than they normally would, you just think that they're just taking a break, right? Before they go in and have to start being a mom or a wife or cleaning or whatever. When men sit in their car too long, it's different. It's a different feeling, isn't it? I haven't started my prescription for my nasal spray yet. Reason being, I want to make sure I'm at home when I first use it, so it's if I get any kind of side effect or whatever, I'm there and not out somewhere. Really sorry about the late vlogs. I just have no energy right now. I see why my mom thinks so much when she's alone, so I'm gonna make sure that she's not alone for too long. And I go and like grab her and take her somewhere. The thing is, I need to I need to try and make our visits a little longer when we're just enjoying ourselves out doing stuff. My car's warm. Let's go. Let's have a good day, guys. Talked to Tony last night. It was nice. I probably talked her ear off because I had so many things to say about the appointment and stuff yesterday. But it was good. It was good talk. Her and Cushy were out door dashing because she didn't get her overtime, I guess. So to make up for the money, she was out door dashing, which that kid. I mean, she's an adult, but to me, she's that kid because Tony grew up with her. They were best friends then, and they're best friends now. I love it so much. But they were outdoor dashing so she could make up for the money that she didn't make with overtime. So cute. She's so ambitious. I love it. Tony's got Alexa at home. My Alexa thing turns on at 10 a.m. every day and plays music, like old school R&B, and it's wonderful, actually. I love it. So I'm gonna see if I can get my car in to fix the brakes this week. My car looks so much cleaner. Someone in the underground yesterday was telling me, oh, there's a parking spot right there, and I said, I know, but it's so small, I'm scared I'm gonna rip apart my car. I just saw a lady scrape her car all along the wall. He goes, yeah, your car's a real nice one too, don't want to do that. And I'm like, thanks, guy. It's only because I washed it. I didn't wash it, the car wash washed it. And I sprayed my tires, that's why it looks so nice. I love black cars, just do. I've always had black cars, except for I had an Expedition years ago, and then I had a Jag that was like a granite gray color. Beautiful. Beautiful. Would have been even prettier if it was black. But I think all my other cars were black. It's that blend-in color, you know? And some lady told me in the elevator that she loved my hair. I'm like, oh, you're so damn cute. Thank you. She was so pretty. That's how I know it's going to be a good day. I mean, I already knew it was going to be a good day. I just woke up too early. I woke up at like 7, I think. And I didn't have to really be up till about 9, after 9, because it's 11 now. Started putting the some of the Christmas decor away. Started. There's tons of stuff to be put away. Oops. Yeah, damn it. I hate that shit. I hate seeing ambulance. Do you know we don't get charged for ambulance rides? We don't. We don't, I know in the States, you get charged for everything medical, and I understand. But, you know, one time my stepson was feeling, he said his heart was going really fast, and I think it's because maybe he had too much sugar, and he was nervous about something, I'm not sure. But he really wanted to go to the doctor, so we ended up taking him to an urgent care in Washington State. And the bill that we got was $7,000. If you're in the United States, you understand that kind of bill. They hooked him up to, you know, test his heart and everything. And that cost $7,000. About 5,000 of that, 5,500 was covered, but still, what? Like, shouldn't healthcare for at least kids and seniors be free? I would think so. Anyway, I feel like I'm talking negative. Try not to do that today, because I need to get through the day. Nothing wrong with the day, I just feel a little anxiety. So I'm going to leave that in the car when I get out. okay? The anxiety can stay with you guys here in the car. And you can do whatever you want with it. You can throw it away. You can take it with you and dump it. But I'm going to leave it here. Okay? Okay. Good morning. It is 8 o'clock on the dot. Headed to my mom's. I don't really need to be there till about 9. We're trying to transition my mom to go to be able to stay by herself because her neurologist did say that she could, that he thought it was okay to do that, and yeah, so that's what we're doing. Just kind of getting her acclimated to be on her own again. I do think she's a little scared. I do, definitely. But he said that he thinks the reason she fell was mainly because of the flu. Yeah. So that's that. And I agree with that. I do agree with that. The doctor was very smart, even though we talked to her like she was a baby. I think that's okay though, when you're a doctor and you're speaking to some people. You know, my mom is absolutely all there, like mentally, she's all there. So there's a lot of people that aren't, and so I understand why a doctor would speak to an elderly person like that. God, my mom would smack me if she heard me say that. She's an elderly. Yeah, so I'm going to be there until about 2 today, and I don't have to leave at 2, but I'm going to because like I said, I'm trying to acclimate her to transition to be on her own. It's better that she, you know, starts living again. And she does love being on her own, but she loves us being there too. So we'll just make sure we make lots of plans with her. She doesn't want to be getting on a bus all the time. I totally understand that. We need to get her moved to a place that is closer to shopping, because the place where she is about 2.5 blocks just to get to a bus. And that's not cool, because 2.5 blocks are long, like long blocks. So by the time she gets to a bus, she's already tired. I don't know if I told you guys, my mom had her knee replaced years ago, like all the tendons or whatever, ligaments, whatever. So she's had, like, you know, and she's got osteoarthritis. And she's 80, she'll be 83 in April. Here I am, here we are. Ta-da. Wish me luck with the alarm on the door. I have to punch in a code, so not fun. Good afternoon, my friends. It's noon, exactly. I'm going to pick up my mom and my sister, and we're going to her GP to talk about her issues that she's having and happened and all that. So we did her what's it called, blood work yesterday, and that's a very good thing because it's important. We're checking her cholesterol and all that. She eats so good and she exercises. She's so healthy. So this plaque that's in her arteries, that's making her more susceptible to stroke. Not that she's had one, because she hasn't. But the plaque that's in her arteries are apparently because of a buildup of cholesterol over the last almost 3 years. Yeah. So we're gonna go talk to him, and These ones aren't as good as the Fairlife. They're more protein, but they're not as good. There's milk in this. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're going to do that. And then after that, probably, I have so much to do. I was sorting through Tony's donations that she had ready to donate, and found a couple of my things in there, like a North Face hoodie.
Girl, what are you doing?
She gets frustrated with stuff and just shoves everything in a pile. Yeah. Not cool. That's my stuff, girlfriend. So I went through that, thankfully, and I've made a pile of some plus size, pretty much brand new clothes that she was throwing out that I'm going to try and sell. Still haven't seen a heart doctor. We've seen the brain surgeon, or the brain neurologist for the stroke prevention, and nobody's contacted the, actually the last guy said he was going to contact the, contact the heart guy. Oh, I forgot to put my eyebrows on. It's okay. It's the remnants from yesterday. I hope this is easy. My sister doesn't want my mom to go on this medication, and I fully understand her. I do understand her. But this is a neurologist, and he said that this is what he would prescribe anyone that has this issue with the plaque buildup, because it's to prevent, not cure, prevent it from getting more clogged. Then she would need surgery or have a stroke. I don't want my mom to have a stroke. I don't want anything to happen to my mom, and she's healing so well. She's doing so good. I just want her to heal and be okay. We've been talking about so much good stuff, like fashion and freedom and family, love, so many beautiful things. I don't want her going backwards. I love my mom so much. Okay, so went to the doctor's appointment for my mom, and he said that my mom may have had a silent stroke in her past, which means a stroke that didn't show up in any like paralyzing way, or didn't show up, but it shows possibly in her brain that she may have had that. Her doctor did not tell us that. I do not remember him saying that at all. So he didn't tell us that. She has a genetic factor in her genetic makeup that is a specific cholesterol that is called lipoprotein A. And that is what he says is the cause, most likely, more likely than not, honestly, like it is the cause of the plaque buildup in her arteries that could cause a very serious stroke. So he does want to put her on a statin for cholesterol, and he said it is necessary and that we should all get tested for this genetic marker, because he said 25% of the world has it, and going on a statin, I can't remember the name of it, I'll try and put it here, but going on a statin can lessen the chance of a stroke by about 40%. So that's that. So now I'll be tested for that, and I almost immediately sent an email to my rheumatologist and asked him to send in a requisition for that. So I'm finding out a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. We don't have a lot of information about my mother's family because they both passed away on the same day. That I cannot do a story time on that shit. Nope, I can't. Yeah. So, yeah, they've been gone for a long time. My mom was, I believe, 20 or 21 when they passed away. So we don't know what their genetic makeup is. We don't know what issues they had besides the obvious heart issues, because that's kind of how everyone in her family has gone. Apparently she has a small heart murmur. So this CT scan that she had has shown more than we bargained for, but I have to look at it as, you want to call it lucky or a blessing. I think of it as a blessing to let us know what is going on and how we can either take care of it. So it is a blessing. Because now we're given the chance to either remedy it or prevent it from getting worse. And her blood pressure was like through the fucking roof. So I think my mom has white coat syndrome big time. Man, I'm just like this vein sticking out my goddamn forehead. Yeah, so I can't have any stress. That's the bottom line. My mom can't have any, I can't have any. None of us can have any, because apparently if your parent has it, it's very likely that you have it. So I've asked for the requisition, and I don't think he's in the office tomorrow, so I'll have to wait until Tuesday. And in the meantime, I'm going to look up what can be taken naturally for that. Yeah. Interesting. Her doctor today, her GP, was so good looking. Oh my God. My God. We talked about it when we left. My mom was like, okay, am I just the only one, or was he just so handsome? I'm like, oh my God, he was so handsome. We were all just like, wow, because I don't notice people like that usually, but he was so handsome, like better than a model. Yeah, really.